All sports anime got one thing in common: tournament arcs. But at the pinnacle of that iceberg sits a childhood gem, a tournament with the best saves, the best goals, the best storyline. Inazuma 11's Football Frontier Tournament. At its core, Inazuma 11 follows Mamoru Endo, a super passionate goalkeeper, as he tries to revive his school's struggling football team, Raymond Junior High. So for context, after defeating everybody on district level, this man, along with Axel, have successfully dragged Raymond into the national stage of the Football Frontier Tournament. The whole point of this tournament is to decide the best junior team in the country, and their first opponent, Sengoku High. These guys' whole thing is that they are ninjas. Yes, football playing ninjas. Like, I'm not even joking. When the match started, these guys were pulling Naruto hand signs, flash steps. Wait, shadow clone jutsus? Ref, do something. They've got Naruto, Son Wukong. They're using shadow clones. Like, what's next? Rasenkans? On top of that, they have this press technique that allows them to teleport in a crane formation. Handa plays the ball to Gwenji, but then these two guys begin dancing like Congolese uncles, and they stomp the ground so hard that it blows both Gwenji and Handa away. What the... You know what? I won't even say anything. The game restarts, and even though these guys have all of these compelling moves, Raymond really seems to be holding their own. Like, they get the ball, play the ball to Somioka, and both him and Axel unleash the Dragon Tornado on this goalkeeper. But on some Avatar Aang timing, this goalkeeper creates two tornadoes, mixes them together, and stops the ball. Sengoku replies with a counter attack. Son Wukong receives the ball. He shoots with the largest swing in history. The ball proceeds to roll towards the goal, and then he pulled a Naruto hand sign, began earthbending, and Mark Evans, instead of pulling out a god hand, this man decided to punch the ball. Like, bro, you are not Muhammad Ali, bro. You are not Mike Tyson. Not this one. No, we don't talk about this one. Yeah, that's more like it. Baddest man on the planet. You are not Mike Tyson. And obviously, he failed to protect the goal. Oh no, my goat. What are you doing, Mamoru? And that concludes the first half. And I'm not gonna lie, when watching this, I wasn't even worried. Like, I knew Raymond was not going out in the first round of the nationals. Like, let's be real, we all knew they weren't going out. Second half begins, and Sengoku High are not wasting any time. They are trying to extend that lead. Son Wukong unleashes that earthbending shot again, but this time Mark learned his lesson and pulled out the legendary God Hand. And wait, what is that? Did God Hand just break? Oh no, we're cooked. But luckily for us, Nathan is here to intercept it. Oh my days. Now this is why I watch this show, for peak moments like this. Oh my, this is what it's all about. He drives the ball out on a counter attack, and then he proceeds to do a combination shot with Axel Blaze to make it 1-1. The goalkeeper had no chance. These men just shot the ball so hard that it caught on fire, grew wings, and still somehow the net is still intact. What sort of material is this net made of? The score is 1-1, and this man Kazemaru is just way too locked in right now. Man gets the ball, drives it to the corner flag, sombrero around the player. He kicks it high for Axel, and here comes Peak. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, my nonchalant coach Gwenji Shuya has just won us the game. And Kazemaru too. Honestly, he'll probably be my man of the match for real. And with that, Raymond has advanced to the next stage. The next match is Royal Academy versus a mysterious team called Zeus Academy. And I'm not gonna lie, I was actually excited to see this match, man. But to my disappointment, they off-screened this match. But when I think of it now, it was probably for the better. Because fast forward a few minutes, the results are out. Peep what this Zeus Academy has done to Royal. Bear in mind, this is the same Royal that trapped Raymond 20-1 just a few episodes ago. And we also learned that Royal's best player, Jude Sharp, was unable to join the game because this man was injured. But when his team was losing, he said, nah, I'm gonna go play anyways. But he was way too late because by the time he got there, his team was already laid out. This man Jude is grieving. He's low-key depressed. He wants to have revenge. But just then, Axel Blaze shows up, talks some sense into this brother, and offers him a solution. Well, more like an invitation, because this man told him to join Raymond so that together they can avenge Royal Academy against Zeus, hopefully in the final. Jude Sharp to Raymond Academy, there we goon. some reason, they just won't start the game. The coach insists that they're missing someone. And let me tell you, this reveal was shocking because like at the time, I'd missed the previous episode. So when I saw this, I was like shocked. I was like, what? This guy is joining Raymond? Nah, like that type of shock is up there with the shock I felt when I found out Judas was gonna betray God. Just like that, Jude Sharp has joined Raymond Academy. Raymond's second match is against Senbayama Junior High. This team's whole thing is that they have a strong iron defense and apparently no one's been able to break through their defense this season. So the match begins and Raymond are just off their game. Like they are overhitting and underhitting all of their passes. Like every time these men try and make a pass, something goes wrong. Either it's underhit, overhit, goes too far, gets intercepted, and Senbayama are engaging a counter attack. This man uses a bull run Hisatsu, jumps over Bobby's knee slide, takes a shot, it gets blocked by the wall, but it still has momentum though. Luck is against Raymond because the ball lands on a Senbayama player. He hits it with a shine drive, and then he manages to score some scrappy goal on mark. The score is 1-0 and Raymond hasn't even had a shot on target. Jude Sharp has figured out the problem. He gives every player an advice on how to pass the ball. Like he tells Matsuno to pass the ball 3 feet further to when he's passing to Gwenji and 2.5 further when he's passing to Somioka. So the game restarts and Raymond are finally connecting passes. He plays the ball to Somioka 2.5 feet away just as he said. He takes a dragon crash and oh my days, this crap got saved. Well, it's dragon crash, not a fire tornado, but it still got saved, still shocking. Kido takes the ball, plays it long to Somioka and then they unleash the dragon tornado. Axel Blaze goes up for the fire tornado, shoots towards the goal, and oh nah, this crap got blocked. They finally revealed that iron wall defense of theirs, but this doesn't look all that threatening. Like these niggas can shoot nuclear footballs that have wings, Pegasus, Phoenix, and dragons, and you're telling me they can't score past a brick wall? Nah, something is not make sure. It's half time and Kido has found a weakness with that iron wall defense. Here's the thing, that iron wall defense is strong, but the problem is it's a 3-man Hisatsu. The iron wall requires number 4 and 5 along with the keeper to be in the same place. So what Kido wants them to do is to put Somioka as the sole striker so he can move number 5 away from number 4 and 5 so that Axel can now take the shot without it being intercepted. They agree with his idea and I gotta say, this man is a mastermind. That's why we signed him, boy. So the second half begins. Somioka has successfully moved number 5 away from number 4 and the goalkeeper. Kido steals the ball, plays it outfield to Axel who proceeds to do a bicycle kick off of Jack's chest. And what the hell, they still managed to do the iron wall defense? Yeah, it turns out number 5 over here is actually really quick, so no matter how far Tomioka gets him out, he'll always get back in time for them to do the iron fist wall. So they begin to try every single one of their strongest attacks in order to try and break the wall, but oh my days, none of them are working. None. They do the Phoenix shot with Axel, none. And then they do that one shot he does with Mark, doesn't do nothing. There's only 5 minutes left. Raymond has won a corner and they gotta make it count. It gets cleared out, lands on Endo, Tiki Taka hits the bar, but nothing happens. Kido receives the ball and is instantly surrounded. Mark is running out behind him and look at this peak. He gets the ball, kicks it upfield, and then they do a double bicycle kick plus Kido. The iron defense wall is up, but oh my days, they finally broke it! The score is 1-1 and there's only 1 minute left. Can Raymond do the impossible and beat the unbeaten team? Somioka does a dragon crash and surprisingly, it just goes in. Like, alright, I would have preferred if it was Axel though, but alright, I can work with that. The ref blows the whistle and Raymond has won. Their next game is against Kidokawa Senshu in the semi-final. We get some background lore on this team and it turns out this was Gwenji's team before he joined Raymond. Gwenji was this team's main man. He was so good, he carried them to the Football Frontier final. But on the day of the final, Gwenji never showed up. And obviously without Gwenji, they were buns and they lost, and these triplets resent Gwenji for that. They feel as if Gwenji betrayed them. And let's talk about this character design. What is this? Why do they have two sausages stacked on top of each other as lips? Like, are they supposed to be black people? Nah, Japan hates us, man. Japan hates us. Fast forward a few days and it's finally time for the match. The match is about to begin and these triplets have a point to prove. They want to show the world that they are better than Gwenji and that this team can win without Gwenji. These guys are actually looking tough, but their character designs are just letting them down. But like, never mind them. Like, what's going on here? The ref blows the whistle and the match begins and these triplets are balling out. Kevin goes for a tackle but they just jump over it. Tiki-taka around Axel. They sky the ball and what the hell? Wait, is that a fire tornado? No, it's a back tornado. Mark tries to use Bakuretsu punch to stop it, but the back tornado is just way too powerful. They really scored on Axel's team with his own move. And look at Axel's face. I can just tell how he's feeling right now.
He copied my whole flow! Oh, word for word, bar for bar!
The episode leads us on a cliffhanger, but notice how all the Raymond players are in this frame, but for their team, only them three. That's gotta be some of the best foreshadowing in fictional history. On their next attack, they try and do another back tornado, but this time Endo finally used the right technique, the legendary God Hand. I swear, man, why does he even bother using other techniques? He should just be spamming God Hand, because this move has proven time and time again that it is the most clutch goalkeeper move in the entire show. And this is where the foreshadow begins to make sense. Kidokawa's midfielder is on the ball and this man just steals the ball from his own teammate. These men are selfish. They're trying to beat Raymond on their own. They think they are the team, and if you know Inazuma 11, then you would know that this is where they fail, because even the best striker in the series doesn't play alone, and that's what makes him the best. This guy really tried to jump over the wall, like, and he was pretty close too. Kido understands that Kidokawa's defense are wary of Axel and are doing everything in their power to stop him. So he suggests they use Axel as bait, so Eric, Bobby and Mark will have enough space and time to use the Tri-Pegasus. And that is exactly what they do. Gwenji and Somioka start running wide, dragging their defenders with them, which in turn opened up enough space for them to perform a Tri-Pegasus. Raymond has finally leveled the score, and you can see that Axel is very much okay with not being the center of attention. He plays for the team, doesn't play for himself. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what makes him better than everybody else. I'm looking at you, triplets. So the game restarts and the triplets are going all out. They are about to unleash their strongest move yet, the Triangle Z. Mark unleashes the legendary God Hand again, but this time it's just not enough, because the Triangle Z breaks through the God Hand. The triplets and Kidokawa have taken the lead once more. These triplets have done too much. Axel has had enough. He legit went to Endo and told him, relax bruv, I'm about to score a goal. And that is exactly what my goat did. Kidokawa on the attack, they play the ball to a Twid, but Axel intercepts the ball. He plays the ball to Somioka and they combine for a Dragon Tornado. But Axel didn't know that this goalkeeper was the Dragon Warrior, because this man saved the shot with his belly. His belly pumped it upward, but Axel has 99 spatial awareness, because this man jumped towards the ball and fire tornado. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT! Gwenji Shuya has just leveled the game 2-2. The rest of the game is just dead even, both teams giving it their all, putting their sweat and blood into it. You can see that both teams really want to be in the final. Man, like even the crowd is having a blast. Kidokawa's midfielder steals the ball, plays the ball to the triplets, and they unleash the Triangle Z. Hoping for the best, praying for the best, Mark unleashes the God Hand, puts double hands on it, but it still looks like it is not enough. And ladies and gentlemen, sometimes willpower is not enough to win you games. But what does win you games is teamwork, the power of friendship, and a game-changing striker. Because Raymond managed to save the goal, and with 1 minute left on the clock, it's time for the comeback. Endo launches the ball to Gwenji. Gwenji is running towards the goal, but the triplets are here to stop him. He passes the ball to Eric and tells him to do it, the Tri-Pegasus. Once again, showing that teamwork beats individualism. Eric, Bobby and Mark are going for it, the Tri-Pegasus. They do the thing, but it turns into a phoenix, making it even more powerful. All three simultaneously take the shot, and the goalkeeper had no chance. In the last minute of the game, Raymond has taken the lead once more and has won the game because the ref has ended the game. And you know what that means. Raymond are through to the final. It is finally time. Raymond versus Zeus. It's time for Jude to get his revenge. Fast forward to the next episode and Raymond are training, getting their skills up for the final. They shoot 2 of their second strongest shots and this man just shows up and blocks them both with his bare hands.
What?
Now I know what you're thinking. He must be a really good goalkeeper, right? Wrong. This guy is not even a goalkeeper. That's right. This is Zeus Academy's ace striker. If their striker can stop both of our second strongest shots without a Hisatsu, what can their keeper do? Raymond are cooked. How are we gonna score? Now you're probably wondering, why is he here? What has he come here to do? This man came to give them a warning. He legit told them, listen boys, you guys are going to lose. So I give you guys an option. Give up now and don't fight us tomorrow. Because if you fight us tomorrow, you're gonna lose and come out injured or even dead. You are normal human beings. I am a god. No amount of practice will help you overcome me and my team. That's literally what he told them. He just told them they were trash and had no chance. And the cherry on top, he put up a display of power. Just look at this shot. Bear in mind, this shot carried no special technique, no nothing. Just a simple swing. Hey man, when 11-year-old me saw this, I damn near dropped to my knees and started praying for Raymond. Nah, I'm kidding, but I knew we were cool. Fast forward a few minutes and it is finally time for the match. And let me tell you, this match was so good that it even had my mom interested. Like, I watched this match with my entire family. The ref blows the whistle and the match begins. Zeus plays the ball back to Byron and wait, whoa, what is that? I don't ever want to hear anyone comparing Inazuma characters to Blue Lock. Like, what is Metavision going to do when Axel Blaze jumps 60 feet in the air and decides to drop a fire tornado on Gagamaru? What is Isagi going to do when this man Byron stopped time? These kids are up there with Goku, Luffy, Bleach's entire verse. This guy is up there with Neymar. This man Byron jumped in the air, grew wings, shot the ball so hard it had lightning around it. And even when Mark pulled out God Hand, I still didn't have hope because I knew we were cooked. And when the game restarted and Raymond was attacking, these men did not even bother moving. They just watched Raymond unleash all of their strongest shots, but that goalkeeper just no-diffed every single shot Raymond threw at him. And ladies and gentlemen, this goalkeeper proceeded to play the ball back to Axel and told him, hey boy, shoot again boy. Axel, Jude and Eric proceeded to do the Emperor Penguin number 2. And guess what? This crap got locked out.
What?
This whole entire match wasn't even fair. Raymond never stood a chance. Like bro, their secondary striker just broke our strongest goalkeeper move. Raymond players getting injured left and right. Like this match was so one-sided, it was getting hard to watch. Like look at this. Is this even football anymore? Mr. Ref, where are you? What is the ref doing? Like it got to a point where Zeus wasn't even trying to score. They were just hitting Mark with the ball, just trying to bully them into giving up. Byron hits the ball out of bounds and the whole entire team goes for a water break? Nah, that's suspicious. It turns out that this entire team is doping. And that's what makes them so much stronger than everybody else. That's how they laid out Royal and that's how they're laying out Raymond now. The ref blows the whistle and it is half time. Mark puts on his grandpa's gloves. The second half begins and the match is still not fair. This guy is not even trying to score. He's just destroying Mark with his football. Mark keeps getting up so he gets frustrated and starts trash talking.
You are a failure. You can never, you know you cannot make it.
He charges up a God knows, but my goat Mark looks at his glove and sees something that reminds him of his grandfather's notes. And ladies and gentlemen, it was wrapped from there. Byron uses God knows and takes a shot, but my goat Endo uses margin the hand for the first time ever. And then he easily makes the save. That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woohoo! He launches the ball to Kido, who plays the ball to Axel, and then they combine for a twin boost. The goalkeeper tried to save it, but he had no chance. And then they rinse and repeat that first goal again, and the score is 3-3. And to make it 4-4, Mark, Bobby, and Eric use the Tri-Phoenix, but this time Gwenji ignites it even more with his fire tornado. The goalkeeper really looked at this sight and said, nah, I'm out of here. Axel Blaze has just made it 4-3. The ref blows full time and Raymond has won. Oh, and by the way, thank you guys so much for 5K subscribers. I don't really know what to say, so I'ma just... Muchas gracias, afición. It's para vosotros.